Welcome to the Monday Meltdown, where every Monday I have the conversations with you guys that I'd usually have with myself in the mirror. And this week I want to talk about the Pride event that just went down in Budapest. So if you're unaware, Budapest is the capital of Hungary, and the government of that country have recently made all Pride events illegal. They've been banned. And I've done a whole other video about why Pride events are still important in 2025 and why that is just so wrong. So if you want to go and watch that video, I'll link that down in the description below. Obviously, this law is anti-progressive, it infringes on people's right to free speech and discriminates against the LGBT community. But why this whole ordeal has actually turned into a huge win for the queer community is because despite the new ruling, the Pride event went ahead anyway. And it didn't just go ahead, this was the biggest Pride event in Budapest in history. Hundreds of thousands of people showed up. I mean, I'll insert some of the footage from this event. The footage of Budapest Pride 2025 is absolutely astronomical. People turned out in numbers, not just to support Pride, but to protest against this ludicrous law. And it's just absolutely amazing to see, because you can't arrest all these people. People turned out in such numbers that it was impossible for said Pride event to be stopped. And I think it really just goes to show, because, I don't know what's happening in the world at the minute, but something is happening where collectively we seem to be rolling back on progressive attitudes and tolerance, acceptance and diversity. We're rolling back on inclusion, we're rolling back on anti-discrimination. An environment is being created globally, really, where it is becoming more and more comfortable for people to be bigots, where people with bigoted views feel confident and okay and comfortable to just come out and be discriminatory, be bigoted. And it's scary to see that this is happening across the globe, really. It's happening across the pond in America, whether that's with the anti-abortion laws or Trump closing down a huge LGBTQ plus mental health hotline, or whether it's here in the UK, where the Supreme Court just ruled not too long ago that trans women aren't really women. I can't put my finger on exactly what has kind of started this and kind of spurred all of this on, but it just seems never ending, and it seems global, and oftentimes it seems hopeless, like you're just a tiny little voice shouting into the void, being like, this isn't okay, this has never been okay, we were doing so well, what happened, guys? And then this Pride event has happened in Budapest, again, not just to support Pride, but to protest. It just really reignites that spark inside of you, because it's like, yes, we gotta win. And it really does just go to show how powerful we, the people, are, and the strength that comes in numbers, and the power we hold when we come together and we stick together. Because again, using Budapest Pride as an example, everyone came together in such extraordinary numbers that it is literally impossible for any government to charge and prosecute anybody for attending this event. The event went ahead. It was completely out of the authorities' control, because there was literally just that many people. There was nothing anyone could do. And in a time where it can feel hopeless sometimes, never ever forget that we are capable of change, and we are capable of making a difference. And the more people that band together to do it, the better. Because if every person who did end up turning up thought, no one else is going to do it, so I'm not going to do it, there might have only been 100 people turning up, and this story would have been completely different. But because so many people thought, regardless of any of the consequences, nah, I'm not having this, this isn't right, the people with the most power became the powerless. So whether you're Hungarian, British, American, German, French, don't let the world make you feel small. Don't let the world make you feel powerless. You absolutely can make change, and we will make change. This whole wave of bigotry and discrimination and the rolling back of LGBT rights, the rights of women, the rights of people of colour, any minority, really, it's happened throughout history. it will probably happen again in history, but this period of it, it won't last forever and it will come to an end eventually. We've just got to show up, whether that's showing up for ourselves, showing up for others, and just be queer and be proud about it. Don't let anyone make you feel weird. Don't let people illegalize your existence. Keep being you. And well done to all the queer people and all the allies who showed up to Budapest Pride despite it being illegal and made it the biggest pride event in Budapest's history. It's just hilarious. I mean, it could have still been a huge pride event, but it not quite be the biggest ever. That would have still been brilliant. But the fact that the year it literally gets made illegal, no thank you, halt, put a stop to it, it is literally then the complete opposite having happened, becomes the biggest ever. I just think that that's so, it's poetic, it's brilliant. But thank you for coming to the Monday Meltdown today. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Let's talk about it. And if there's any future topics that you'd like me to discuss in future meltdowns, also let me know about those in the comments below. I've not been drinking anything for this meltdown. If you're new around here, I usually have a drink with me and I say, oh, I've drank this for the meltdown today. Please let me know what you've drank in the comments below. For quirkiness, but also engagement purposes. But just don't bother today. Don't tell me what drink you've been having. I quite frankly don't care. Maybe I'll have a drink with me next time. Who knows? You can all look forward to that one. What drink's Chloe gonna have next week? This is the stuff people follow for. But regardless, if you are going to stick around, then I will see you next Monday for another meltdown. Bye!